Welcome back everyone. Today we're in the Giants editor and I'm Jewel. We're on the Jules Peaceful Valley map and let me turn around where we can see what's going on. We've been working on different little things. Nothing's final. We're just checking around, seeing what we can get done here. And some things may change a little here or there. I'm thinking about putting a house here in between the woods, and maybe even there'll be some woods around it, and then having the field that goes to this house come down into this area here. Because I'm assuming this house will be for these. This one would maybe be, or we could do it a different way. I'm not sure. We could do this house gets this one and this one. How about if we want to do three, we could do that. I'm thinking we need one over here though. A house for this field, this house for this field, this house, or we could do this house for this field, this house for these two fields. Put a house over here for this little mushroom looking two fields. Then put a house on this side somewhere over here for these two fields. Put a house here for a field that's going to come down this way. These are going to be trees here. So let's look and see. Now we're not obviously worried about getting the house on here right now. I'm just saying that's where it's going to be, and I would have to adjust the ground obviously. So let's get to the bottom of the hill, but you can see if we back up properly, we got room for a decent field. So we have to, shape it right. But so let's go ahead and paint and just see. We'll always have a chance to change it if it's not looking the way we really want. It's nothing final when you do this. You don't have to go with it, if you don't like it. So we're going to say it's going to come over here. It's going to curve. We can come up a little. We can pull it into some of there. We're going to run it down this a little bit. I'll have to adjust it some because obviously we're down in a gully like deal. Almost looks like it's a guitar. It could have been just about. So let me turn that off a minute and get a little closer. I'll have to adjust that obviously. Excuse me. Alright, so let me see. We'll have a green path here. We can't get too close on those. Let me see if I want to knock that corner off of there or not. Let's don't do that. Let's get the green grass with Control R as in Richard and grab right here and just try to equalize this shape a little bit more. So we have a basic shape going there. Something like so. And then this is not going to be too close to the trees. It's the issue. So we got to watch that. Let's try to pull it and give it some distinct shape here. We'll have to look and see how steep that is too. Alright, let's get down there so we can see where we're at with that. Okay. I mean they could drive up that. Let me look at it a little better. Let me see. Let's pull that off a second. Grab the Control R on the dirt again. And then pull this here. And then pull it down. Right there. Something like that. It's not finalized. It's just getting me a basic area. We can curve this like that a little. And obviously we can adjust anything we need. Let's go down close where we can see. So the green grass will be there, or road, or whatever we decide. And then see there's plenty there to get around the fields. And I feel like you can go up that. That's a decent field. I don't feel like it's too close. I don't think it's too close over here. Like I say, that can be backed off of a hair if we need to. It's going to be trees. There'll be a house. be a way around, either a dirt road, some sort of road or something of that nature. Let's put it back on here, get that. Let's get that. And then let's go closer so we can see the shape, because this looks like that's too steep. So let's get down where we could look at that. Or do we go up it? That's the question now. Do we slope it down to where it can be a field, or do we let it be a steep spot? Let's see. Alright, let me look. Or we're gonna put trees here. Definitely a place we could put some trees. Maybe we'll come down off of the hill. Let's see. Well, the problem is it's gonna be not very wide on the field part. Unless we came up a little more on this side. Let me look at that one. Yeah, that's pretty steep though. I'm sure a tractor could kind of go up it a little. We could cut this corner off. Let's see. How steep is this? How steep would you be going if you had a tractor? You could handle that a little bit. Let me see. Unless I shrink this down, but then you're gonna have issues over here. Let's shrink it a little with the smooth option and just see. We don't want to go too far, you know. Let's get it a little bit down right here, and maybe it'll look a little better. But like I said, I don't want too far. Now let me have a look. Oh, that's a little better. You could do that. I believe a tractor could do that. Let me see. It'd be rough, but they could do it. Alright, let's back up. Get this again. Go ahead and get that. And just maybe we go up a little. Right here. Now the field's gonna get a little big. You know, we're gonna have to watch it and see how big. This side looks like it could come here a little. Let's see what we got here. Back up. Okay. So I think they could drive that. I think they would be okay. We'll have to test it obviously in game at that point, but I think it'd be okay to have a field like that. We'd need to smooth this part down a hair. Let's smooth that right there just a little. Just to get it situated a little bit better. Alright, so that's better. You should be able to handle it, I would imagine. So, this spot, let me look at this spot. I'm trying to decide if I want to come a little closer to there. The problem is I do want to be able to drive between it, and I would like a little grass. So I don't want to go too far with that one. Maybe we should get the green grass and make a curve there a little. And a little bit more here. So that it has a different look to it. Let's shrink that a little. There we go. Let me see. Yeah, I think that would be good. Now let me look at this corner here. Alright, that's a little steep, but not any too bad. let's try to figure how do we want it to end. Let's come to this one and say we come around. Do we want it to end in another funny shape, like so, where it's got a curve here? Or do we want, I think we do just a little bit. Just give us some sort of shape. Like that. And some sort of shape here. We'll go green and just make sure we get a decent shape there. A little bit more here, not too much. Alright. Maybe. If it's not too big, that looks decent. Then this house can own all that. And they could even also have woods come here or put a shed on this side. The house can be over there, but the shed could be here. And depending on how we do the woods, you could always either make some sort of way in there from the woods or however you want to do it. But then, you got this end piece. I wonder, are we too close to that? That's a little steep right there, though. Maybe we'll take that corner off. Yeah. How about we take this corner off? That's just a little steep. And do it like so, and then we'll adjust this. Hang on a minute, let me get it. I'll fix it. And then just do it like that. And fix it at the end. See how far up that is. That might be still too far. Okay, that's not as bad. They should be able to handle that. And then we can always adjust here a little bit with the green, like so. Something like that. Well, we don't want that piece. Go. Come back. Alright, so that's pretty decent. It's not perfect, but we'll see what it looks like in game. This is all preliminary. Okay. So, that's a bunch of hills. We'll be putting probably either fields or trees up there. We could even put a shed down here if we wanted. Or if we wanted, we could put the house over here if we didn't like it in between the woods. We'll have to see. And it could be the house comes here, right here. And that's the land. But I'm thinking it'll be okay to do the house over here. And then they own this piece here. And then we could, since that's still smooth and flat area, it could be another field. And then somebody else have a house maybe here or up here, either one, and own this piece. Like maybe this is woods too, but there's a house in the woods, and they look down over their field, which is here. Like that. We don't want to get too close here, like I say. We could put trees around this piece. Let's get that forest. Let me see where it's at. Forest ground. And paint that here. Just an example. Say there's some trees here. Say there's some trees that kind of come here too. We'll decide if we like it or not. We can't have them too close, but we can put them down a little bit. This is just an example. We'll have to look in game and see. We don't want them too close, like I say. And then that, they can kind of go there. And we'll have trees there. Now obviously we got to be careful because you got to have more room, and if we need it, we can fix our room right here for our tractors and stuff turning around or whatever we need. But they should be okay because they're going to be following this. I mean, well, if they're going back and forth, they might not, but we'll see. But anyway, why don't we put a field here? Because that's a decent little spot right there. Um, and we could put the house up there. Let me see. How do I want it? Sorry about that. Let me see. Get it back on dirt, and then paint here. Let's say that we need leave a little room because they got to get around. Let's go here, and then paint it this way. We might go a little that way, and then do a field like a different shape, like something like so, and then curve it, almost like a car. Like so. Let me get a better look at it. It's a little big, but let me see. Let's get it coming this way. That's pretty good. Like so. Whoop. I don't know if I want to go that far. Let's take some of that back. Alright, let me see. Let's take that off. Take this back a little for a second. Control R. We gotta curve this a little more. Let me see. Alright, do it like that. Something like so. Alright, put a little bit more on the back side. Okay, let's have a look at the ground, see how that shape looks. Okay, so they would have a little tough time going up that high. So I don't know if we're going to go that high. Because see, that's going to be awkward. So we're not going to be able to shape it in that manner, I don't think. I think we need to come around this. So what you do is grab the grass again. We're going to come around this like so. And let that be the end of that piece because it's a hill there. You can see it better when you're up close. Sometimes you can't necessarily see where your curve is, like so. We'll have to check that side in a second. But I think we'll be alright. Let me see. That'll take care of that side. Why don't I try to smooth this side down a little bit and see if that takes care of anything that's too much in the air. Because then we don't have to necessarily move the whole thing. There we go. Let me see. Let me see if that took care of it. Okay. I feel like it's still too steep. Unless I'm just going straight up and down the whole entire thing. Not at a tip point. I don't think it's... well, let's see. I have a better idea. Excuse me. We're going to take away that. Right there. We're going to grab this. And we're going to pull it this way. Like so. So now, and we can adjust that, like I say. We can make it shape however it needs to fit, like so. Let me grab this one because it's not wanting to do what I want it to do. There. I think that's pretty decent. I might have to check that at the top of that hill and make sure it's not too high though. Yeah, that's decent. We can handle that. And a little bit up the hill will be alright. I'm not opposed to that. That's good. I like that. Except this part we'll have to adjust a little bit better. Let me see. If you're coming along, that's a little steep right there. Let's take it down a little and see if that takes care of it. Just get it down just a little. Because we got a lot of spots for trees that don't have to be at the top of a hill, like so high up. And if I can adjust that where we can keep that, that'd be good. Alright, so that's better. So we can handle that. We might even curve it to here, like so. Take this one and then curve it like we curved that right there. We're gonna tap out this end like so. And now we gotta check this side. Is what we gotta worry with. 'Cause I think we're up too high over there. But that side's better. Okay, so let's see how high we are here. Not terrible. Let me think about it. I mean, it's not the steepest in the world. Feels a little awkward. Wonder if we should pull it up higher. Like up the hill more. That's pretty steep. I mean, it is called Jules Peaceful Valley. so that we don't have to have all the stuff on top of the hill. This is more of a valley. So I'm trying to decide if I like that okay, or if it's too steep up this hill. But by the time you're driving up here, it feels a little awkward. So, but if I knock that off, does it feel, would that feel? Almost through, let me see. I mean, we could bring up more up the hill in that case, if we're gonna go that route. Or should we just knock that corner off? How about we try that and just see what it looks like? See if we're happy with it. And just curve it to make such a point over here. Whoop. Didn't mean to do that. Alright. I think that's good. Whoop. I wasn't trying to go that far. How about we grab this and do that. Maybe that'll be the curve we want. Let me look. We'll fix it and touch it up. Let me see. Okay. We can touch this up. We're not worried about that too much. I make sure I'm on the ground. There we go. I think that's good enough. And we can fix this by doing this. Because it didn't quite go where I wanted it to. Let me see. I think that's pretty fair. For now. I think I'm gonna call that. Oh, that's. Yeah, I guess it looks okay. We can shape up more as we go. We don't want it to get too crazy there. But we're gonna put a house up on top of this hill where there's trees right here. Let's go ahead and put a concrete spot or something there just to distinguish a house of some sort up here, and then grab this and just paint around it, kind of like, hey, there's trees up here, y'all. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna worry about that. We're just gonna paint it all up to that, just saying there's a house there. We're not gonna do it just yet. That's gonna go to this field, so this house is gonna overlook that field. And it can kind of see the other fields as well. But anyway, we've done two. I think that's good. I don't want to get too far, but as you can see, we're trying to get it shaped I have to test it in game. But I'm gonna catch you on the next one. We're gonna go ahead and call that an episode here. But as you can see, we're trying. We're coming along, trying to get a better view of it with the rest of the stuff. There we go. But anyway, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.